me ask you this: the Celtics. Who's the closer on the Celtics?
On the court?
It depends on what year? What year? The year we won the chip?
Now.
It should be Tatum.
I don't know.
But I don't think
know anymore.
We don't know. It's a question mark. It is a question mark.
It's a question mark.
Because
Jaylen Brown is not 100%.
No, I think Jaylen Brown's the only one that has the fucking balls to get the ball and take the shot.
But the thing is, my thing is, he's not. I don't think personally. I don't think Jaylen Brown is 100%.
Don't do that.
All right. So hold on. Let me.
So Rex, Tatum is the closer. Let's go with that. Tatum is the closer.
All right. So let me real quick before. So you're saying. So you're talking about the game. You're talking about game 2, right? We're talking about game 2, the not calling the timeout.
We're talking about Rec. You know what game we're talking about, Rec? Like, stop.
Don't do that.
I'm saying because there was two.
You know what game we're talking about, Rec? Okay, the game that he had the red jersey on. The game he had the red jersey on.
Rex don't even know what you pulled up. He pulled up Jayson Green. Rex, you don't see that shit?
Nah, I'm talking. So
this game, Rec. This game, the game that everyone's talking about, Rec. This game.
All right, so guys, how about this? How about this? What happened? All right, so yo, y'all about to get me tight, man.
Go ahead. What happened
in game 1? What happened in game 1? What happened in game 1? What happened in game 1? Do you guys have? Is your memory spans enough to remember what happened in game 1?
We go up 16 to 20, and then
tell me what happened. What happened in game 1? What happened at the end of the game? What did they do?
What happened was
tell us, Rex.
No, I'll tell you what happened. What happened is, do we have any leftovers? And you send the Jayson Tatum pick, and then they said, "What does that mean?" It says, "I threw it away."
Oh my god!
What happened? So all right, so game 1. How did game 1 end? Do you guys even remember?
How'd it end?
Tell us.
They called a timeout. They ran a play. Do you guys?
And then Jaylen Brown went for the Jaylen Brown got stripped by Bridges, right?
He got stripped.
They ran like a football fucking.
Yeah, like a fade.
Anybody that thinks Jaylen Brown is healthy doesn't know.
I remember that.
So that didn't work, right?
Yeah.
So game 2.
They went.
We had Tatum got a dunk with like 18 seconds
left. But record. Before we get there, right?
Yeah.
Before we get there, right?
Let me.
No, but before we get there,
me off.
I'm not throwing you off. I'm building. No, I'm building to your point, right? But I think where you're trying to go is with the game winner play, right? But I think what G's trying to say is that adjustments need to be made before we even get to that position, if I'm not mistaken.
Why exactly?
Because
here's my thing. If we're up 20 and we lose that lead and we can't come back, we have to try to do something differently. And when I say adjustments and when I say do something differently, I don't mean, let's stop shooting threes, let's stop doing this. It's like, let's identify, as a coach though, let's identify a pain point. Let's identify a point where like, this is hurting us over and over again. They're running this. Every time they run this play, we're not doing anything to counter it. I haven't seen Celtics counter anything. We just continue to do our own thing. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, we go down 0-2.
So this conversation started by you're saying about the timeout thing.
No.
Right?
No. The conversation started about.
That's how it started.
No.
That's how it started.
No, exactly that. But that's why I said. Okay, so I'll bring it. Let me bring it all together. Right? So
because I haven't even. All right, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying because you was going one part of what he was saying. That's why I was just kind of bringing it together.
No, but I'm saying so he said there's no justification for not calling a timeout in game 2.
Yes.
So I'm bringing up game 1. The timeout was called. The play was ran, and it didn't work.
Yep.
So that already happened. So game 2, Tatum gets the dunk. We go up by 1. This is my only big gripe that I have with Missoula was earlier in the game, about 2 minutes 20 seconds left. Mitchell Robinson's in the game. We have 2 fouls before the bonus, and we hack Mitchell. We hack Mitchell again. Put the Knicks in the bonus, and then they could take Mitchell out.
Shack is corny.
I thought that was a bonehead decision because he's not shooting free throws. So all of a sudden we're putting them in the bonus. So now fast forward.
Whose decision is that? Whose decision is that? Rec, whose decision?
No, but here's the thing.
Whose decision is that? Rec?
I just stop. Did you not just hear what the fuck I just said though? I said that's my gripe with Missoula. I'm breaking down my Missoula gripe.
Yes.
I'm breaking it down right now. My beef with Missoula.
What you was breaking down? Go ahead.
I said that was my gripe. That was my gripe with Missoula. Was calling the hacker Mitch to put them in the bonus with 2 minutes 20 seconds left. Because if we didn't hack a Mitch there, then after Tatum puts the team up, with the dunk. When that inbound play happened, when they passed it into Brunson hit a little move. It wasn't a typical inbound. Drew, who had been playing great defense the entire game, as good as you could play, he got cooked by the move, and he had to fucking foul him. And in normal situation, do you have a foul to give? We don't have a foul to give because we did hack a Mitch so we could get Mitchell Robinson out of an offensive possession with 2:20 left in the game. So I didn't agree with that Mazzulla call at all.
Okay.
So that's my beef with that. So
Basura.
So now Jalen Brunson hits the free throws, right?
Joe Basura.
Jayson Tatum gets the ball. There's 12 seconds left, right? Or 16 seconds left, I think. Jayson Tatum gets the ball, right? If you have one timeout left, you're down by 1, which means that no matter what happens on this possession, you have another chance, regardless of what happens. So you could justify if they were coming down, and the plan was for Tatum to take a shot, which he should have took over Mitchell Robinson. They missed the shot. 2, 3, 4 seconds left. It doesn't matter. Knicks grabbed the rebound. We grabbed the rebound. Timeout.
Yo, what was the
Knicks go to the line. They were
Field
terrible at the line. That timeout could be used now instead of having to just chuck a Hail Mary. Now you have it at half court with 3, 4 seconds left, and now you can go for the tie. So you're getting 2 possessions out of it. That's the logic behind not using the timeout.
Right.
People need to start acting like there's no logic behind not using the timeout.
I'm following you with the timeout situation, right? My deeper concern, right, is
we need a 1 point though.
You up by 20 for 2 games in a row, and you blow the lead, and you continuously shoot threes when you're up 20.
Do you think Mazzulla has the controller?
Yes. I think Mazzulla needs to go, hey,
why does everybody blame Mazzulla for everything? When you have
he's
players missing shots?
He's the coach. But this is my thing, right? When I play, when I play, when I
thing, bro.
When I used to play basketball, right?
Your gripe with Mazzulla is a decision-making thing. You just said it was a decision-making thing. That's what a coach is literally there for. One thing to make decisions.
You tell them to stop fucking shooting the ball. It's not going in. The next person to shoot a 3 come sit right next to me on the bench. It's not that hard.
I think y'all think this is like recreation at the middle school.
No. It is that deep. It is that deep.
You about to tell these dudes that they can't shoot threes no more?
No. Not that they can't shoot threes anymore. But if we've missed 5 threes in a row and we call a timeout and we come back and we shoot another 3, that's not acceptable.
But that's my thing, Lopes. We're not even calling timeouts when these other teams. Like when the Knicks are going on these runs, we're not calling timeouts. We're just letting them burn down a 20-point lead while we continue to shoot. And that's the problem, because it's like, yo, if you're not gonna call timeout with 12 seconds left on the clock, then guess what? Use the fucking timeout when we're fucking blowing a 20-point lead. Decide to use that shit somewhere. You don't end a playoff game with 1 timeout left. If you do that as a coach, you should consider that shit as a fuck up. Like if you leave a playoff game with a timeout left, you didn't do your fucking job. Because guess what? Yeah. You manage the timeouts for the most part.
Jules, what's your thoughts on Mazzulla?
Get him the fuck out of here.
Gee, you're kind of wild. We're not getting rid of him.
He is wild.
Yeah. Get him the fuck out of here.
We're not getting rid of Jiu-Jitsu, Joe. That's not what we're doing.
Oh,
not here. We're not here for none of that. Hold up.
Let him get shit off.
My whole thing is, it's like he wants them to figure it out on the floor, which is cool. And especially like if you played ball, you already know like there's adjustments that need to get figured out on the floor, and sometimes it's up to the 5 people that's on the floor to figure that out. But if you're overseeing everything, this is what G's saying. You're overseeing everything. You're seeing the collapse happen right in front of your face. You see the body language. You see all of these things. Call a timeout. Make an adjustment. That's all we're saying. The lead is at 26, and now it's at 6, and there's freaking 5 minutes left in the game. Yo, bro, why ain't you been stop this? Like, why ain't you been go call timeout, scream on them, whatever the case may be? Like, make an adjustment, bro. That's all we're asking from Joe. make the adjustments. If you see that we're
Freck is acting
freaking,
like we acting. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
if you see that we miss freaking 15 3-pointers in a row, call a timeout. Say, yo, listen, I get it. Still take the best shots that we can, but let's go to the hole a little bit more.
All right, fellas. Now we're done with the Mazzulla take. I want to have this conversation.
Not even just that. Hold on. Not even just that too. It's like as a coach too, like the best coaches are able to inspire their players too, like galvanize niggas. Like at the end of the day, you should be able to put a fire in Tatum and be like, yo, this is your moment right now. This is when you turn up. I know this is the game plan.
Yeah.
Go get a fucking bucket. And if you can't do that, then what are you doing? Because Ime, he turns his players up. Them niggas play hard for a reason.
Don't say that.
We're gonna stay on the Celtics. We're gonna stay on the Celtics.
Out of here,
hey,
bro.
all right, we're gonna stay with the Celtics. We're gonna stay with the Celtics, right? But
Yo, Los,
now I want to have a different conversation.
9 minutes left.